Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive for all of you learning English.
Hi there.
Today, we're going to be talking about how to find your gate at the airport,
Okay.
which I think we all know can be a little stressful even for native English speakers sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to be using a dialogue today
Okay.
to break down all the phrases you need to know to get from check-in to your gate.
Sounds good.
All right, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Excuse me. I can't find Gate B12.
I'm going there too.
Oh, thank goodness.
We need to go upstairs.
Is it far from here?
No, it's about 5 minutes away.
Thank you. Can we take the elevator?
Yes, the elevator's over there.
So, I don't know about you, but I felt like I was actually at the airport
Yeah,
hearing that dialogue.
for sure.
So let's break down some of those really helpful phrases.
Okay.
Starting with, excuse me, I can't find.
Right.
This is just so useful, right?
It's polite and it's clear.
You go,
It's a great way to start a conversation when you need help.
absolutely.
You start with, excuse me, to be polite, and then you can clearly explain what you're looking for.
Exactly. And in this case, Ella needed to find Gate B12.
Right.
And then Alex's response, I'm going there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what a relief
Yeah.
for Ella right
It's
a
a
bit.
really nice way to help someone because you're saying like, hey, I know where that is and I can help you get there.
Yeah, it just puts you at ease.
Yeah.
And then Ella asks, is it far from here?
Yeah.
Such a good question for the airport,
Mm-hmm.
where, as we all know, sometimes things can be really far.
Yes, especially at a big airport.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes those gates are miles away.
Yeah, and Alex responds, no, it's about 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So we see there, he's giving us like a rough estimate of the time.
Exactly.
Not necessarily, 5 minutes on the dot,
Right.
but about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we use those words about or around roughly to
Yeah.
give a general sense of the time.
All right, so now let's talk about some of the key words we heard in that dialogue,
Okay.
starting with gate.
Okay.
So can you explain exactly what a gate is?
Yeah, so a gate is the place where you wait to board your plane.
Oh,
It's like the door to your plane.
okay.
And each gate has a number, and you'll see it on the screens, and you'll hear it in the airport announcements.
All right, so then we have the word upstairs.
Okay.
So in the dialogue, Alex says, we need to go upstairs. What does that mean?
So in most airports, you have different levels, like floors in a building. And so upstairs just means you need to go to a higher level.
Okay, and last we have the word elevator.
Yeah.
So what is an elevator?
An elevator is that box that takes you up and down between the floors.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you'll also see the word lift, which means the same thing.
Okay.
So if you have heavy bags or you can't take the stairs, the elevator is your friend.
Yeah, definitely a good word to know.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
Those are some of the
all those words together, I feel like
really essential words for the airport.
they really make you feel more confident, right?
For
When
sure.
you're at the airport.
Yeah, just knowing those simple words can make a big difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go over those really important phrases and words one more time,
Okay.
just to make sure they stick.
Sounds good.
Okay, so first we have that great phrase for asking for help. Excuse me, I can't find.
Right.
And then you'd say whatever you're looking for,
Exactly.
like the gate number.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have that really helpful phrase someone might respond with, I'm going there too.
Yes, a nice way to offer help.
Yeah, and then we have the question that, we always need to ask at the airport, is it far from here?
Yeah.
And then,
And remember, the answer might be an estimate.
yeah,
Using words like about or around.
exactly.
So it's not an exact time.
Right. And then lastly, those key words,
Yeah.
gate, the place where you get on your plane,
Yeah.
stairs to go to a higher level, and
Mhm.
elevator, that helpful machine to take you up and down between floors.
Exactly. And don't forget, lift also means elevator.
Yes, very good point.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so that's a great review.
yeah.
I think we're ready to move on
Okay, let's do it.
to the next part of our airport journey.
Sounds good. Okay, so now let's imagine you've arrived at the airport.
Okay,
You have your luggage, you have your ticket,
got it.
and you're ready to check in for your flight.
Okay, so what do I do?
First, you need to find the check-in counters for your airline.
Okay.
You might need to look at the signs, or you might even need to ask for help.
So how would I ask for help?
You could say something like, "Excuse me, where are the check-in counters for airline name?"
Easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
So once I found my airline's check-in counter, what happens next?
You'll go up to the counter and greet the agent.
Okay.
You can just say hello
Okay.
and tell them you're checking in for your flight.
So what would I say?
You could say, "Hello, I'm checking in for flight number to destination."
And what about my ticket and passport?
Yes, you'll need to have those ready. The agent will need to see them,
Got it.
and they might also ask you, "Do you have any bags to check?"
Okay, so what do I say if I have like a big suitcase I want to check?
You would say, "Yes, I have one bag to check."
Okay, and what if I have more than one?
You just tell them how many you have.
Okay.
Like, "I have 2 bags to check."
Okay, and what if I just have a small bag that I want to take on the plane with me?
You'd say, "No, I only have a carry-on bag."
Okay, so we've checked in our bags, we have our boarding pass.
Right?
What's the next step in our airport journey?
Now you'll need to go through security. This
Okay.
is where they check your bags and make sure everything is safe.
Okay, so security can be a little bit intimidating
Yeah.
sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Especially if you don't know what to expect.
Right.
So what kind of things can we expect at security?
They might ask you to take off your shoes and your belt
Okay.
and put them in a tray.
Okay.
And they might also ask you to take off your jacket or put your laptop in a separate tray. So you might hear them say something like, "Please take off your shoes," or "Please put your jacket in the tray."
Okay.
So it's important to listen carefully to their instructions.
Got it.
And if you don't understand something, it's okay to ask them to repeat it.
So how could I ask them to repeat?
You could say, "Excuse me, could you repeat that, please?"
Okay.
Or you could say, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand."
Perfect.
And they'll be happy to explain it again.
Okay. So we've made it through security.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next?
Now you're in the departure lounge.
Okay.
This is where you'll find your gate and wait for your flight.
So what if my flight is delayed or
Mhm.
there's a gate change?
Those things can definitely happen.
Yeah.
So it's important to pay attention to the departure screens and listen for any announcements.
Okay, so what are some phrases we might hear in those announcements?
You might hear something like, "Attention passengers for flight number to destination, there's a delay of time." Or you might hear, "Attention passengers for flight number to destination. Your gate has been changed to gate number?"
Okay, so even if I hear those words delay or gate change,
Yeah,
just stay calm and listen to the instructions.
exactly. And if you're still not sure what to do,
Hmm.
you can always ask an airport staff member for help.
Okay, great advice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really starting to feel like I could navigate any airport in the world.
Yeah, me too.
Now,
Yeah.
this is really helpful.
Okay, so we've checked in, we've gone through security,
Yeah.
we're in the departure lounge,
Mm-hmm.
we're waiting for our flight, but we have some time to kill.
Right.
So, what do people usually do at the airport when they have some time?
Well, a lot of people like to grab a coffee or a snack,
Yeah.
maybe do some shopping.
Yeah, definitely.
But how do you order that coffee in English?
Right.
Or how do you ask where the restrooms are?
Yeah. Those are all really important things
Yeah,
to know.
for sure.
So, let's start with ordering food.
I think that can be a little bit intimidating sometimes
Yeah.
to do in another language.
Can be.
So, how do we order food at the airport in English?
Well, you can start by saying, "Excuse me, I'd like to order."
Okay. And then what?
And then you tell them what you want.
Okay.
So, for example, you could say, "I'd like a coffee and a croissant, please."
Okay. And what if I want something specific like a latte?
You just say, "I'd like a latte, please."
Okay, easy.
Yeah, and if you want a special kind of milk, like almond milk,
Mm-hmm.
you can ask for that too.
So how would I ask?
You can say, "Could I have that with almond milk, please?"
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we've had our coffee and our croissant.
Yeah.
Now I need to find the restroom.
Okay.
So how do I ask where the restroom is?
You can say, "Excuse me, where is the restroom?"
Okay.
Or you could say, "Excuse me, where are the restrooms?"
Okay. And is there a difference between those?
Not really.
Uh,
They both mean the same thing,
okay.
but sometimes you'll see signs that say restrooms and sometimes restroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So you can use either one.
And then what about if I need to find my gate?
Okay.
But it's, like all the way on the other side of the airport.
Yeah, you might need to ask for directions.
So how would I ask for directions?
You can say, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to gate number?"
Okay, perfect. And what if I want to know if it's far?
You can ask, "Is it far?"
Okay, and if I want to know like how long it will take to walk there?
You can ask, "How long will it take to walk there?"
Okay, great.
And if you're really lost, you can always ask for a map.
Okay, so how would I ask for a map?
You can say, "Excuse me, is there a map I could look at?"
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So we've covered so much in this deep dive.
We have.
From checking in to going through security, finding our gate, ordering food,
Yeah.
asking for
I
directions.
think we're ready for anything.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I feel so much more confident about my next trip to the airport.
Me too.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of this deep dive all about airport English.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we hope these phrases will help you feel more confident and prepared for your next airport adventure.
Absolutely. And remember, the more you practice, the easier it will get.
So true. All right. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like and subscribe for more language learning tips and tricks.
Yeah. We'll be back with more deep dives into all sorts of interesting topics.
So stay tuned.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.